Alright, I was right on the money. That was almost exactly an hour. And I do not like to make videos longer than an hour. Honestly, if I was editing them, I would like to make them not longer than 30 minutes. But really, right now I can't be arsed to edit my videos. I just want to have fun, right, with the game. It's my first time really playing it seriously. So, yeah. I just want to have some fun. We might use one of these scrolls that we found. We found some scrolls of good and evil. But honestly, this fight that we're about to have here is pretty easy, so this door is easily missed over here. No skeletons in there. So we're going to immediately send this to camp because it's just heavy. And we're gonna use guidance before we pick that book up. I'm not sure what the significance is of this book, but
this book is far lighter than it should be with such a massive lock.
alright, so we could just try to rip it open, which we are going to do. Like, why use magic if you can just rip it open? But a 15 is quite high. We do have some bonuses here though, so we did it. Nice. These expressions.
As the lock opens, a loose page comes with it. Magic pulses from the parchment. What was once script is now an obliterated scrawl. You have a sense these are names, a list. But of what?
Alright, let's do a religious check. We are not very good at it, so only with luck can we succeed.
Gods. These are the names of gods, once lost but now restored after the Second Sundering. The last three names in this book sit close together, but are so devastated by the scrawl as to be unreadable. Entire pantheons have dwindled and been reborn, silently recorded by this book.
Alright. So, we're gonna pick this up. And there's nothing really in it, but I like to pick it up in case there's any kind of significance to it. You know, in case. Just in case. You never know. I also like to keep basically any other thing, you know, like this goblin drawing. I don't know if that's really worth keeping, but it's so light anyway, right? I'm just, you know, and they're highlighted as legendary items, so yeah, I'm just gonna keep that. I think that's everything in this room, so here's a little bit of a tip, right? Do go around and pick up the things from all these skeletons. Because if you don't, they're gonna fight you with it. So for example, this warrior here. Taking his sword is gonna make him fight you with just his bare fists. And that is much better, right? Alright, we are really heavy. I'm actually going to check what is so heavy. Okay, yeah, like we've got way too many things in here. Maybe I can put some of these ones, but I'm not immediately going to use to camp. Okay, we've got a little bit more leeway now. But yeah, that's actually a smart thing to do with skeletons. Because honestly, if you've played any kind of D&D or any kind of fantasy games and you come across a room like this with a bunch of skeletons on the ground, yeah, you're probably going to be ambushed by these skeletons for sure, right? Did I already pick all of this stuff up? Huh, okay. Alright, so I keep forgetting that I can just go through here. We have 3 scrolls of protection from good and evil, and it lasts until long rest, so we might as well go ahead. Not taking any chances, even though this fight is relatively easy, but you know. This lets us at least play around with it, see if it actually works, and see if our concentration is easily broken or something like that. Alright, so once we press this button, they're all gonna come to life. So let's go ahead. Wait. That was close. We do want to swap our weapon. Maybe I want to put the weapons in here as well. I keep finding more things that I want to add in here. Okay, so we're gonna do weapons like this. Okay, and I guess we're gonna do it like that. Okay, now we have our hammer. Now we can press this. Okay, there they all are. And it's kind of funny because it was showing some skeletons here on that ledge, right? But they actually didn't get triggered. But yeah, see, they don't have any weapons, which is which is good for us. Okay, we could go for this guy, but I'd like to try and get the other ones first, so I can let him attack me. Okay, we just about have enough movement for that. Okay, we should be fine. So there's just these clouds that they cast. And Ray of Frost. Okay, so there goes our protection from good and evil, so probably better if we put that on another character that is not going to be in the middle of a battle. I want to check though, so that throw. So he did have it does not show any disadvantage. Did the Ray of Frost have disadvantage? No. Okay. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure I can get a guy up there, so we're just gonna go for the warrior down here. Okay. Okay. I don't have any bonus action I could use on him, sadly. So we're just gonna go and hit him. And then we're gonna go up here. There we go. Ah, wait, I don't have to go through that anymore. I can go through here. And they didn't drop anything because we already picked up all their stuff. We didn't get that much XP for that, but a little bit, right? 5 experience for that guy and 10 experience for the warrior. Okay. Yeah, we might be about halfway after this whole interaction. So, you get this nifty little necklace with a Speak with the Dead spell, which might be interesting for us to talk with some of the people that we killed. I am not sure how often we can use that. Yeah, we can use that once every long rest, and I'm pretty sure it lasts until a long rest. Alright.
Here lies the guardian of tombs. Through knowledge comes atonement.
Let's go. Huh. Wait a second. Did we do something wrong? We should have done everything right. Huh. Normally, you get an interaction here. Maybe it's because we didn't go into the grove. That is curious. Normally, we get to have an interaction here with the Guardian of Tombs. But we don't. Interesting. Interesting. I'd be curious to know if that is because of not going into the grove first. Okay, well, it's not like it's the most important conversation in the world, although it does seem like an interesting, important character. But I'm pretty sure we're gonna meet him anyway at some point. Or regardless, at some other point. Pretty sure that's everything we can do in here. But yeah, for some reason, he's not being triggered. I wonder if we come back at a later time, if he's then going to be triggered. Maybe I should go ahead and actually do something with all these ingredients. There we go. Now we could make a few potions and a few elixirs. few uh, coatings, basic poisons. Right, just bone cap, any ashes. I wish it would actually tell you what it does when you're hovering over it, right? That's like the one thing that I don't like about the alchemy window. Ah, okay, so we just made a potion of fire resistance. But yeah, it does not really tell you what it does. That's something I don't like. So, we've done this. The hidden goblin stash. Oh, so it was actually highlighted for us. Okay. We could try and pick that up. Let's go ahead and try to pick that up. I wonder if it's something that I have found just by chance before. Let's go ahead and mark that. That way, okay. Okay, so it's over there. So I suppose, yeah, I actually did not find that before, I think. Between the laurels. Okay, yeah, so I have no idea where there's supposed to be laurels over here. But I suppose maybe these trees are supposed to be laurel trees. Anyway, we found the hidden stash. Let's see what's in there. Oh, yummy. Okay, what's this? Running jump. Once per turn after the wearer dashes or takes a similar action, they can jump without using a bonus action. Huh. Okay. And a bomb. And yeah, I mean, could be better, but could be worse, right? It's something. It's something at least. I don't feel like exploring this region right now. Right now I'm gonna have to think. I only have one more rage charge left. And I think that is best serving me fighting one of the goblin leaders. How close are we? Well, not exactly there yet. I don't want to fight the owlbears right now. So I think it's just about time we go to the Emerald Grove. Yeah. She's still bugged. Like, she got bugged when she died in the fight earlier. And, well, she's still bugged. But that's okay. That's okay. Alright. They're gonna open the gates for me, and we're still covered in blood, so I keep forgetting. I can just go through here. We're gonna clean ourselves up. And there's a little interaction here where we want to have guidance actually activated.
So that's progress.
And not only do we want guidance activated, we also want to jump into a shadow.
children here, you fool!
We was running for our lives.
You led them straight to us, and you let them take the druid too? Unbelievable!
It's kind of hilarious how we can walk all the way to the goblin camp, and then we can come all the way back here, and they're still having their conversation. Honestly, I feel like if you go and talk to Minthara, this interaction should not be there anymore. Because, well, you've just spent a significant amount of time going over there, and this game, while it does have days that pass, you can do a lot of stuff in one day. Like, you can do so much in one day that it almost seems like it you know, you don't actually even have to progress the days, I think, for many things. So yeah, for the raid, I'm gonna have to progress one day ahead so that the raid actually does happen. But for most of what I found otherwise, it's not telling me, oh, you have to rest a day. It would be nice, I suppose, if, for example, there's like I can't actually move across that bridge toward the goblin camp. I can't do that without resting a day. And then all the interactions would disappear, because basically it's telling me that doing that would consume so much of my time traveling there that a day would need to pass. But yeah, I wonder if there's also some kind of like day or like time diluting thing going on with this game. I don't know. Anyway, we're gonna pick the Drow option because, well, we're Drow, so.
Pull your claws in, under elf.
Show some respect. This woman saved your pathetic life.
Well, I didn't ask for any goddamn help.
Please, you were begging me to open the gate. Anything to save yourself, you coward!
The human's eye twitches. He's about to blow.
Alright, this insight check is why we activated guidance, and I usually do activate guidance almost before any conversation if I'm not sure what the conversation is going to be about and if I'm going to need any sort of checks or so. You can sometimes use guidance while you're in the conversation, but most of the time you can't. So if you want to have guidance active, you want to actually cast it on yourself beforehand. If you have multiple characters though, you can actually select another character and have them cast guidance on the character that is in the conversation. That is definitely something that could work. Anyway, we can attack the human, and this Dark Predator is why we jumped into the shadow, because it actually does apply to this situation. Guidance does not actually help in a strength check. I'm not sure why, because it does say that it increases any ability check, but I suppose strength and dexterity are not affected. Okay, so we get to smack him.
That's that, I suppose. The goblins have found us. No doubt the beasts will be back. We need to pack up and leave. Immediately!
Alright, this guy just runs away without his friend. Very nice. So,
Something to ask.
You acted quickly. I'm just sorry I didn't get there first. I wouldn't have looked to a drow for help, but I'm grateful all the same. I'm Zevlor.
and do you have anything against Drow?
I meant no insult. It's simply that yours are a people at war with themselves. I've never known them to care for outsiders. Whatever your business, I'd see to it quickly. The druids are forcing everyone out. This attack will only strengthen their resolve.
Alright. Alright. Well, I guess I can just save when I'm looking for a healer.
Goblin got you. The druid Halsin's a renowned healer, but he didn't make it back from Aradin's expedition. If it's not too serious, you could try his apprentice Nettie. She's with the other druids in the inner grove. They've started a ritual to cut the grove off from the world outside. We can't stay, but we'll be slaughtered if we leave. We're no fighters.
I mean, you look like a fighter to me, but, well. Anyway, what brought you here?
We're refugees from Elturel. We took shelter here after gnolls attacked us on the road. We were bound for Baldur's Gate, and it was too late to turn back. Elturel had no place for tieflings after the descent.
The Descent, an infernal conspiracy that had seen the entire city of Elturel briefly dragged to the hells.
Alright, well, is there a place for tieflings anywhere?
A fair point. We can only hope the citizens of Baldur's Gate are more open-minded. But we can't get there with those beasts blocking our path.
Alright.
Thank you again for your help out there. We're raised to fear the Drow, but you've earned your place here. I'll make sure everyone here knows that.
Great. Alright, so now we get to actually pickpocket this guy. Yes, I have the right gloves on. So I want this.
I can do what I please.
And that.
That's
Oh.
interesting.
It's fine if I fail because he's out cold, right?
Not up for trading today, I'm afraid.
We might as well take the torch too.
Oh, mine.
Okay. And then we're gonna talk to him.
First I damn near die at the hands of goblins. Then I get sucker punched by a bloody randomer. I'm done with this hellhole.
Bye. Okay.
Another step forward.
I think we're just going to do a little bit of exploring up here. If you do not want to steal stuff because you're playing a good character, don't. But I mean, I'm not playing a good character, so I'm going to steal some stuff. And there is something over here that's definitely worth stealing. There we go. There's usually some arrows and always some money in that pouch. And it looks like I got a teleportation arrow and a arrow of arcane interference, which that is really nice. That is actually really nice. If we're ever fighting against a powerful mage, that is definitely something we're going to use. And then if we go up here, we're actually going to find a bugbear assassin trying to kill this tiefling. And yeah, the sunlight sensitivity is hurting us greatly. That is hurting us quite a lot. As you can see, 42% chance. That does suck. On the other hand, a shove. But that's not going to kill them for sure. But it is going to bring them into some shadow, so... So, we should be able to... Nah, we're still not in a shadow. Too bad, but oh well. We're gonna take the chance anyway. forgot that he deals piercing damage. Oof. Hopefully we can kill him. Yeah, I was kind of expecting that miss. Okay, but we did it. Now for some healing. Alright. Yeah, I forgot that they often have piercing weapons. And I'm pretty sure that he also got 2 damage rolls on me. Yeah, because he's a brute. Is that something that I can see on him? Yes, brute. Passive feature. Deals an extra 1d8 damage when attacking with a melee weapon. So it's always good to examine enemies that you're about to actually deal with. Alright. Well, I suppose actually we should talk, right?
You have good timing. Never been much of a fighter, so wrestling a bugbear would have gone poorly. But you're not here for heroics, are you? Avernus's stench is all over your skin. Let me guess. Your devil mistress sent you to get her soul coin back. Too bad. I earned it, fair and square.
Alright, we could ask questions, or we could just deceive her. Which we're definitely going to make that. No problem.
That bloody Irenes. Devils just can't stand to lose. Here. Now go back to the pit that made you.
Alright, so she's quite mouthy, so we're going to just kill her.
Your violence is drawing.
Alright. Main reason I did that was for the inspiration, but well, she doesn't have anything on her. She's kind of bugged now as well. But, well, that's fine. We can look through here.
Peer through the telescope.
And then we're gonna see something in the distance. It looks a little bit suspiciously like a dragon. And I'm gonna use perception. But we do have a disadvantage here. We have perception disadvantage on both of these, but we're just gonna try anyway, right? Alright. So we saw a dragon, but flew off somewhere, right? And it always kind of like lingers here.
You see a dragon circling like a bird of prey, hunting.
Alright, we can move the telescope, but honestly, I never saw any use in that, so not gonna bother. Little bit of treasure right here. Potion of animal speak. speaking. Alright. So here's a interaction that is really kind of silly. And I'm sure that it's because I'm a drow that the squirrel doesn't like me. But the squirrel definitely doesn't like me. Oh, we're bloody again. We should definitely clean up.
Get out! The squirrel lunges at your foot and bites it.
Right, so that squirrel doesn't like me. And did we use animal speaking? I suppose we did. Did we? Yeah, I think we did, so we could talk to Scratch. Anyway, we can kick her. And yeah, that is an interesting thing. But I suppose I can ask what was that for. I've never actually asked.
You're trespassing. This is my territory.
Alright. Let's just use the barbarian option here. The kick is brutal.
Okay, calm down. We can make a deal. How about this? You can stay if you keep those ugly feet on the ground. I'll even sweeten the pot. Found some weird smelling stuff on the ground. You can keep it, but these trees are mine. Follow the rules and I won't have to intervene. Got it?
Sure. Ah, that's actually nice. Alright, that was worth it. That's a very nice alchemy item right there. Speaking of alchemy items, sometimes you have specific items that you can actually do something with, but the game is not automatically doing it. But I don't have any right now, so I can't show you.
What's inside?
Alright, we're heavy, but well, that's okay. We're just gonna go right here. And we're gonna actually get all of our other stuff from our camp as well. Because we do have some selling to do. But first the game's going to autosave because, well, it is just going to do that. Actually, let me see. Gameplay. Autosave off. There we go. I hope it actually does now get rid of that because it is ridiculous. It is annoying. I'm playing in honor mode anyway, you know. If I close the game, it's just going to save automatically. Okay, before we speak to him, let's go to camp. And we can... Ah, okay, so he is here, even though we did not encounter him in the catacombs or the crypt. Interesting that. Interesting that. I'm not gonna bother with that right now. We're just here to get our stuff. Alright, so... we are going to send all the food in here. Don't need that on our person. Also, I didn't know that you could pick gilded chests up, but apparently you can. Also picked up a bunch of smoke powder barrels, so maybe I'm gonna pick up like a big chest for that. Anyway, these can't stack either. Very annoyingly. So I'm just gonna put these weapons in that gilded chest. And then these we want to pick up. This we want to put in there. This we want to put in alchemy supplies. Key. This is the thing we stole from Eridan. It's about the night song. We already have information about that, but this is one way you can get the information if you haven't gotten the information some other way yet. Okay, just making sure none of this is something I want to keep before I turn all of that into wares. All of that to wares. That shield is fine. We want to keep the jewelry. We do have some pictures. Actually, I might put these in here. And these as well. I don't need to carry them on my person. They're not very heavy, but all of these are wares. Gonna put that in here as well. I like to keep those on hand. Very useful. And a lot of wares again. I wish there was like an easier way to inventory your things. But it is what it is. Okay, I like to keep that book, actually. I don't know what it's for, but I like to keep it. Okay, so that is all of our inventory sorted. So now we can go back. And then we can sell everything. I wonder if there's a mod out there that lets you just right click and like just or just start selling things right away. This option is grayed out.
Adventurers and even a well met. And thank you for beating back. Is there anything you need? Act fast if you do. Just some bits and bobs I no longer need.
Alright. So I'm not sure he's actually got all the gold to buy everything. We can try. Yeah, he does not have enough gold. So we're gonna have to buy something from him first. And I think the first thing we're gonna buy is a chest full of bags for our camp. He still doesn't have enough. Okay. Let's see what else he has. He has a potion of invisibility, which is not bad. Slow. Shatter. These rings and gloves that he has, they're not really useful at all. So I think the only really interesting thing that he has that I could buy from him is the potion of invisibility. It's always nice to have these on hand. It's really always nice to have them on hand. And then does he have enough money? Oh, he still doesn't have enough money to buy all of this. This is crazy. Fire arrow. Okay. None of these armors are interesting. None of the weapons are interesting. I guess we could buy the bodysuit. That didn't do it. Of course that didn't do it. I don't really like any of the spells he has. This I'm not sure about. It says movement and actions are affected, but what does that mean? Affected entity movement speed is halved and its armor class is reduced by 2. This entity can't take reactions or make more than one attack per turn and can only take either an action or a bonus action. Any spells can be delayed for 1 turn. Okay. That's not bad. 290 gold is not what I want to spend on this though. Specifically because I actually think... No, I don't have one. I have so many playthroughs or so many starts of the game that I kind of lost track of what I have and what I don't have on which character. So because I cannot decide, we are probably just going to go with these arrows. There we go. Now we have cleared them out.
Sylvanas, guide your path.
And then we can just send this to camp. There we go. Got a bunch of water in here. Not sure we need that, but oh well. On my first time playing, I accidentally picked up this book. Right? And got sent to prison. Okay. Let's speak with the other merchants as well.
Thanks for fighting off those goblins. If you need to replace any gear, just ask. My selection's pretty slim. I had to leave most of my equipment in Elturel.
Of sorts. Used to be a bread and butter tinsmith before Elturel fell into Avernus. These days my talents are more eclectic. Learned a lot in my time in the Hells. Hope to forget most of it. But between you and me, there's nothing in all the realms like the utter power of infernal machinery. Alas, my offerings are far more humble these days.
Alright, let's see what he has. He sometimes has some interesting stuff. Gain 1 bonus to strength saving throws. Okay. 5 damage reduction. We are not proficient with this kind of armor though. So I'm not sure what that means. He does have a warhammer, which we already have a hammer. A longbow, but I do prefer the crossbow. Nothing that strikes out to me immediately as something I need. Okay. Next up, let's go talk to Ethel.
If it isn't the talk of the camp. Thank goodness you came along when you... Oh! There isn't a bit of colour in those cheeks, Petal. Are you hurt? Cold? Feverish? Auntie Ethel will sort you out. I've lotions and potions galore.
Well, are you an alchemist?
Oh, nothing as fancy as that. But I come from a long line of women with a dab hand at such things. Aha! You take a sup of that and you'll feel right as rain, sweetie.
Okay, but what is it?
Oh, 'tis just a healing potion, nothing fancy. Here. You just look like you might need a pick-me-up. I'm sorry to go on about it, but are you all right? You're looking awful peaky.
Yeah, well, you know, just been a long day.
Oh, stop! Even on a good day, half the camp acts like a bunch of screaming brats. I'm tempted to smack them all on the backside and tell them to kiss and make up. Not that they'd listen to little old me. Anyway, do you need anything? I have a few odds and ends for sale.
Well, let's see. She usually has a potion of invisibility as well. So that's not too bad to pick up another one. We have the gold for it anyway. So we might as well pick one up. And she does have 3 potions of giant strength, which boosts our strength to 21. I wonder if we have more strength, if it boosts our strength even more. Right now we have 19 strength. So if we have 20 strength, will this just increase our strength by 1? So because we already have so much strength, I don't think that we are going to use this much. I mean, a little bit more strength doesn't hurt, but I think we already have one. Right, we already have one that we could use in our upcoming fights. Or, well, actually, you know, in like all the upcoming fights, because it is going to last a whole day, so that's gonna increase our damage by a bit. Basically, we're gaining 2 strength, which is nice.
Take care now, sweetie.
Okay, so we are up to 2 potions of invisibility. I like to have them around. Drinking them as a bonus action and then just disappearing and just skulking about is definitely something a vampire character would do. And now I think this would be a good time to just stop the episode and continue exploring next time. We still have a few things to do in here after all. But it is getting late and I am getting tired, and this episode also has been quite long already, so
Wish I had a bag of holding.
good point to end it. Good point to end it. Alright. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.